That's a standing ovation parliamentarians gave Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy on Tuesday. In a at times emotional address, Zelenskyy highlighted the long-standing friendship between the two countries and the fact that roughly 1.4 million people of Ukrainian descent live in Canada. But he also called on Canadians to put themselves in the dire situation Ukraine currently finds itself in.
You've heard about the bombings. Currently, we have 97 children that died during this war. Can you imagine famous CN Tower in Toronto? If it was hit by Russian bombs.
The Ukrainian president also called on Canada to use its membership in NATO to push for a no-fly zone over Ukraine.
Justin and all of our friends of Ukraine, all friends of the truth, please understand how important it is for us to close our airspace from Russian missiles and Russian aircrafts.
And creating such an airspace is something the interim Conservative leader says Canada should lobby for.
We need to protect, at a minimum, the airspace over the humanitarian corridors so that Ukrainians can seek safe passage away from the war zones and to allow humanitarian relief to reach those areas under siege.
Conservatives also called for Russian President Vladimir Putin to be prosecuted at the International Criminal Court for war crimes. For his part, the NDP leader says Canada should continue to increase sanctions against Russia because they work.
We know that Putin does not care. President Putin does not care about the people. He does not care about his country, but he does care about his wealth. And we know the way to attack Putin, the way to make sure that he feels the pressure of the sanctions is to target him where it counts, and that is to target the wealth that is held by his allies and oligarchs.
In his address to Parliament, Prime Minister Trudeau made no mention of a no-fly zone, but he did say the government would be imposing further sanctions on Russian oligarchs.
With allies and partners, we're imposing crippling sanctions to make sure Putin and his enablers in Russia and Belarus are held accountable. Today, in line with our European Union partners, I can announce that we have imposed severe sanctions on 15 new Russian officials, including government and military elites who are complicit in this illegal war.
Fraser Needham, APTN National News, Ottawa.